Joelle George, and thank you for choosing to consider my senior capstone project, DigitalEYES. First, I'd like to explain how I came upon my subject matter. After taking a class in rhetorical theory, I discovered an interest in both advertising and in how advertisements influence the way people think. As a sophomore, I completed a 20-page research paper that tackled the issue of catering to target audiences through magazine advertising. However, I wanted to push my project further. You see, I quickly realized how out-of-date print media has become, and have decided, therefore, to reroute this project to focus instead on the potential of television advertising. With such a massive audience and with the opportunity to utilize sound, light, and movement to create unlimited special effects, video advertisements offer so much more potential than print media. I want my product to be as current as possible, and my hope is to add something new to the academic conversation. Unfortunately, switching the focus of my project led to some unforeseen challenges with research. Very little of my previous research transferred over from my sophomore term paper, and finding books up to date enough to be considered valuable was difficult. Additionally, since no one else has, until now, analyzed television commercials in such depth, I've had to piece together small tidbits of information from a wide variety of sources. I then had to string these tiny pieces of information painstakingly together in order to create a single strand of argument. Research has been, by far, my biggest challenge. Regardless, I chose to analyze television advertisements using rhetorical theory. I immediately decided that the best format for my project would be a website. First, I want my project to be interactive as well as instantly available to a large audience. Second, I knew that this would be the best way to organize my information effectively as well as the best way to play my television advertisements. With that decided, I focused my project more specifically on car advertisements featured in the 2013 Super Bowl. I chose to limit my study in this way because companies this year spent nearly $3.8 million per advertisement. With such an infamously large audience, these commercials are created carefully and should utilize the extent of the company's resources. No company wants to waste almost $4 million to represent themselves poorly in front of such a large audience. I decided to further limit my study to car commercials, seeing as 13 out of an overall 58 advertisements in the Super Bowl were sponsored by car companies. Therefore, car companies represented the largest category of commercials shown during the Super Bowl. This means that car companies must compete the most for control over customers, so their commercials, therefore, must be extraordinary in order to be remembered. Next, I conducted a survey asking over 300 people about their opinions on advertisements. The survey shows that the majority of participants, 42%, report seeing car commercials more than any other type of commercial. However, participants also complain that car companies create the worst advertisements, 22.4%, second only to phone companies, 25.3%. This data proves the viability of my project. If car commercials are seen the most often, yet are still reported as the worst to watch, then discovering a solution for car companies is important. However, my project is meant to do more than simply provide some useful suggestions for car companies. By selecting a company that does the worst job at creating commercials as the focus of my project, my hope is that any businessman may look at this project and apply this knowledge to any field. With a limitless audience just waiting around to be captivated, why not try DigitalEYES to turn those consumers into your customers? Thank you.